Hello, single moms, and welcome back to Speaking for Life with Tamara. So, today I just wanted to invite you into my kitchen for just a little bit. So, I'm always sharing with you that it is important for us to get good nourishment, but I know we just don't have a lot of time and we don't want to add any more things onto our calendar. But this is important because I know it's at least for myself. When I eat better, I feel better and I do better. I'm not sluggish. I just feel better inside. I work very long hours, so it is very important that I try to take a little time to make sure that I am first. And that's by putting something really healthy into my system. So it ain't clean, it ain't cute, it ain't perfect, but you know what? It's fast, it's quick, and it's easy, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I have learned at this stage in my life, I'm trying to, when I eat, I'm not trying to really eat to make things just taste good. I'm eating um, stuff that I know that's going to do my body well. So it's not all the time about, oh, this has to taste perfect, or oh, it's missing this or it's missing that. No, most of the time I'm just throwing it together, especially because I really am trying to be more vegan on the vegan side. So I'm doing a lot of stuff because I'm just really trying to make sure I get my health together. Of course, I'm always trying to lose some weight, but that's even secondary. The primary thing is just to make sure that my body is doing well inside as well as outside. I put a lot of attention to the outside, but let's just make sure that the inside is good. So when you're running back and forth, picking up kids, dropping them off, we get so tired. And the first thing we do is we grab something that's maybe not the best, especially something that's maybe loaded with sugar or salt. When all it's going to do, it may give us energy for an hour, but you can best believe it's going to hit you a little later, and you're not going to have the energy you need, especially when it comes things like I've got to help my children do homework or stuff. So enough being said, let me just show you what I put in. It is Sunday evening. So I'm putting this together so I have it for the next couple of days. Normally, if it was a little earlier in the day, I would be having some now. But the most important thing is that I do have it in my refrigerator. So when I want to grab something and get something in that has a lot of fiber and stuff, it's already done. I just got to pour it in my glass and make life easy. So I'm just going to do one of my quick green smoothie. Like I said, it ain't cute. I don't have any measurements. I'll put a lot of stuff in my Vitamix. That is wonderful. That Vitamix is wonderful. But that Vitamix is expensive. At least it was expensive for me. I had to do my research, and then I decided to get it. Had to decide which one I wanted to get, and then I had to save the money to get it because I've never spent this much money on a blender before in my life. But it's worth it. So now I already have, and I buy them like this. Sometimes I go to Costco, and Costco will have a package that has it's organic, and it has spinach, chard, and kale. So I usually buy those all mixed together. But you got to eat them fast because it's organic and it ain't no preservatives, just in a bag. So I have this one, and it has kale, it has chard. I clean it, and then I put it in my container, and I put it in the refrigerator. That way it's already washed. Now you see this paper towel in here, and there's a reason for that. I saw a lady on YouTube said, listen, put a paper towel at the bottom, put some of your green in there, and then put another paper towel, throw some more green in. Because you know how sometimes when you have greens in the refrigerator and you have them in a plastic bag, it gets wet and drippy, and it starts, water gets to the bottom, and then it just kind of starts rotting it out real quick. And she said, when you put the paper towels and you lay it in between, it'll last a lot longer. Best advice I got. So let's do this real quick. I usually put some liquid. Some people put water. That's fine. But I need something with a little taste. I don't need much. So I'll put, this is like a half of a cup in here. So I'll just pour this in here. And if it's not enough, I'll put some more. But for right now, we'll just leave that in here. And this is organic strawberry and lemonade. I pick it up from Trader Joe's. Hopefully you can see that. And I'll just put that in as my liquid. And then it ain't cute. I just toss it in, you guys. That's about what I do. I make sure I get a little bit of, here's some spinach. I put some kale in there. I have to be careful. I have blown out so many machines, and that's why I just save my money to get a Vitamix. I have blown out so many ninjas. I have blown out everything because I stuffed too much in there. I know it's not the company's fault. It's my fault. But I need something that can power through all that. This is, you've seen these before. It's an Italian cucumber. I like these better than the regular cucumber. And the reason why is I have a snack. And so for my snack, I buy, excuse the noise while I chop some of this up. I buy hummus. And so sometimes I need a little crunch and I want a little snack. So I'll have hummus with these. Oh God. They're crunchy. I'm not a big potato chip person, so it's not a big deal to me. But you know how some people say they miss having something crunchy? Buy those. So I chop these up. I always think things are a little easier when you chop it. I put the cucumbers in here. Okay, you guys. Some broccoli. It ain't cute. You guys, I don't have to. You know, people measure, and that's fine. Because what ends up happening is I end up sometimes overstuffing it. I put a little cabbage in here, and this is, I don't even know. Oh, got this at Stater Brothers. So just some package of some kale. Some cabbage. Put a little cabbage in there. Okay, here we go. I have to have a green apple, not a red. I have to have a Granny Smith because it has a certain tartness to it. Oh my God, it's being kind to me. Well, it was. It did it. My apple slicer. I like this because, but I've broken several of these too, because it pulls the core out. So I don't have to worry about trying to chop it and get the core. I'm doing this because I'm trying not to cut myself on here. And see, you have your little cord left. Oops, sorry about all this here, you guys. And so sometimes I cut this up as well because I don't want to make sure that I don't have any seed going in there. I think the machine, you don't have to do this, but you know, listen, I paid a lot of money for this machine. I am not trying to tear it up. So I take the seeds out and I try to, you know, cut things up just a little bit. But I have to have a green, I've done it without a green apple before. No, gotta have a green apple in here. And then the only other thing I add in here is a lemon. Now, really you only need a half a lemon, so try to not get the seeds in there. Now, and even with a lemon, cut the seeds. Oops, I dropped some seeds, but okay. Oops. See, you guys, I'm making a mess, but it's all right. I don't really care. And then I chop the lemon up, and I'll throw the whole, you know, just like this, to have some more lemon. Okay, so I think I might need a little more juice in there, so let's see. I only want to add one more thing in there, and that is a little bit of chia seeds. But let me mix this up first. Okay, you guys, this is going to be loud. Give me a minute. So now, why am I putting some chia seeds in here? Chia seeds have a lot of protein. So let me just pour some chia seeds in there. And you see that didn't take very long, but let's do this while I have it open. Let's put a little more lemon. Oh, no. Okay, I remember, look, I'm not trying to waste food. This is some pineapple. And I think, let's see. I'm done. And that's it. I mean, I know some people take their time and they do a lot of measurement. I don't have time for all that. I just want to make sure I have it, it's ready in the morning. I don't eat breakfast. Oops, and Lord, I just spilled that on my floor. Let me get that up real quick. I don't eat breakfast. I don't even know if I should call it breakfast. My first meal of the day is generally not until 11, anywhere from 11 to 1. And if I'm really busy with meetings, it'll be when it happens. But if I do get, it's 11 o'clock and I'm busy and I'm in meetings and stuff, I just grab my juice. It has all my fiber. It has everything. And, sometimes I don't have time to fix a big salad. Because I'm a salad girl. I love salad. And when I make them, my salads, for whatever reason, need to be pretty. So I'm layering everything and making everything look nice and neat. But since I took out meat, I'm like, don't tempt yourself, Tamara. So this is my way of getting in my vegetables. And so I will have, if I have it during the day and it's like 11 o'clock and I know I may not get a chance to really eat, or I'm just really not that hungry, I still want to have my greens. So I'll put it in a 32 ounce glass and I'll just be sipping on that, for the rest of the day. So I just wanted to show you guys that as busy moms as you are, make things convenient for you. So take some time if you need to in the evening time. Like I said, it ain't got to be pretty. It doesn't have to be measurements. I make sure I got a couple of things. I got some broccoli. I got my cucumber, some pineapple. I add chia seeds, not a necessity. Some cabbage. But the most important thing is my mixed greens, and which is normally kale, chard, and spinach. And sometimes this one is a spring mix. Let me hold it up so you can see. This one is a spring mix. But the majority of the time, it looked like this right here. And you can get it at any store, pretty much. These are power greens. Okay, so this is one. And this one has baby spinach, chard, and kale. And you know what? If I don't have any of the other stuff, if I got this, I'm good. I just put it in, and I make enough of it. And I'll make some more because this is not enough for me. You can make your green smoothie and you can have it for 2 days. You don't want to do it for a third day because it's just the nutrients start really going away. But I like to have enough for 2 days, at least a day and a half in my refrigerator. So I'll make some more of this. But I just wanted to take a minute and just to show you that you can do this quick and easy. You see my wonderful Vitamix really chop that stuff up like no time. So that was worth my investment, but you don't have to do that. They got the Ninja, they got all kind of blenders out there. Just try to find the best power horse that you can, because like you said, I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I don't have time. So while I'm really trying to watch my weight, it's easy for me to go grab something because I don't have a whole lot of variety right now in my food. And it's just because I just haven't really taken the time. But there is something else that sometimes I'll make as my breakfast thing, and I'll show you guys that another day. It's delish, and actually it's in the refrigerator with some guacamole. So I am trying to, and that's good fat. So I do try to make sure that I think for me to be successful and things are going pretty well, I just really have to have things pre-made, only because it needs to be quick. I need to be able to get to it. It needs to already be ready. I know people do a lot of food prepping, and that's fine. But right now, I'm just trying to do as much. I'm not at 100%. I'm probably about 95% raw. That's what I'm trying. But I do got 5% because I do add mushrooms in this other meal that sometimes I'll cook for, my 11 o'clock breakfast meal. And I love sauteed mushrooms. So there are a couple of things that I will do that are hot. So I'm about 95% raw vegetables. And so, but yeah, I had to cut out that dairy, and I'm telling you, my body is feeling a lot better. I didn't think I can do it, but I'm like, girl, you have to. So anyway, thank you for joining me in my kitchen. I hope you got something, and I hope you'll try it. And your kids may love it too, but you may end up doing them a little green, but throw in more fruit in there for them. That's what my daughter always does, the fruit ones. And I just buy them, ice, the fruit already iced. And so it's just perfect juice. She throw in a bag that has mixed fruit and she's good to go. So try it with your children. It's a way to kind of get them with the green smoothies, to get them drinking, eating some more greens, but they're not on their plate, making them driving you crazy. Then how come they're not eating? Okay, so until then, hope you enjoyed the video. Single moms, talk to you later. Bye.